In a shocking tale of corporate greed, a scandal unfolded quietly. Volkswagen's emissions deception began with sophisticated software manipulation. Regulators were left in the dark, unaware of the impending crisis. Customers were misled, believing their vehicles were environmentally friendly. Incentives drove the company's pursuit of profit over people and planet. A single anonymous phone call sparked an investigation into the scandal. Dark offices and secret meetings hid the truth from prying eyes. Fake reviews and counterfeit parts flooded the online marketplace. Data center servers hummed, processing vast amounts of manipulated data. Startup teams worked tirelessly, fueled by ambition and greed. Warning icons flashed, signaling a catastrophic failure of ethics. Behind the scenes, a complex web of deceit threatened to collapse. Volkswagen engineers created a sophisticated software fix to cheat emissions tests. Regulators were unaware of the deceitful code embedded in the vehicle's computer system. Customers were misled into believing they were buying environmentally friendly cars. The software deception allowed Volkswagen to prioritize profits over environmental concerns. Anonymous tips and warnings were ignored, enabling the scandal to continue. A dark laptop screen displayed lines of code, hiding the truth from regulators. Fake online reviews and ratings were generated to boost the company's reputation. Counterfeit parts and software updates were sold on the black market, further complicating the issue. Data center servers stored vast amounts of emissions data, which was later found to be falsified. Startup teams worked tirelessly to develop new technologies, unaware of the scandal unfolding. Incentives for meeting emissions standards were manipulated, creating a false sense of compliance. Penalties for non-compliance were severe, but Volkswagen's deception went undetected for years. Regulators relied heavily on manufacturers' self-reporting and limited testing. Volkswagen's deception exploited these weaknesses in the regulatory system. Lack of transparency in emissions testing allowed the scandal to go unnoticed. Incentives for meeting standards created a culture of compliance over honesty. Customers unknowingly purchased vehicles that polluted far beyond acceptable limits. Penalties for non-compliance were severe, but detection was nearly impossible. Software deception enabled Volkswagen to manipulate emissions data at will. Regulatory bodies were slow to respond to emerging evidence of wrongdoing. Analysis suggests that corporate priorities may have influenced regulatory oversight. Volkswagen's actions may have been driven by a desire to maintain market share. The scandal raises questions about the effectiveness of current regulatory frameworks. Ultimately, the consequences of Volkswagen's actions fell on customers and the environment. Regulators faced intense scrutiny for their handling of the scandal aftermath. Customers were left with vehicles that no longer met emissions standards suddenly. Environmental damage was already done, with pollutants released into the air. Volkswagen's reputation suffered greatly, with public trust eroding quickly. Financial penalties were imposed, but some argued they were insufficient. The company's actions raised questions about corporate accountability mechanisms. Analysts pointed to a culture of secrecy and deception within the company. Investigations revealed a complex web of incentives and software manipulation. Whistleblowers played a crucial role in exposing the truth behind the scandal. The fallout led to increased calls for stricter regulations and oversight. Environmental groups emphasized the need for more robust emissions testing. The scandal served as a wake-up call for the automotive industry as a whole. Regulators worldwide began to scrutinize emissions testing protocols closely. New policies were enacted to prevent similar scandals from occurring. Volkswagen faced significant penalties and fines for their deception. The company invested heavily in electric vehicle technology development. A cultural shift within the organization was deemed necessary. Transparency and accountability became core values for the company. External audits and monitoring ensured compliance with regulations. Customers who purchased affected vehicles received compensation packages. The scandal led to increased investment in alternative energy sources. Startup companies focused on developing innovative emissions reduction technologies. Data analysis and AI-powered monitoring became crucial in detecting fraud. The Volkswagen emissions scandal served as a catalyst for industry-wide reform. If you enjoyed this story, please like the video and subscribe for more.